Hey everybody, Charleston City Councilman Jim McBride here. I wanted to just do a very quick video because a lot of people have been complaining and noticing some traffic, worsening traffic issues on Maybank heading towards James Island the last month and a half or so. If you watch some of my older YouTube videos, you see that Andrew Turek is a friend of mine I just met a few months ago. Was helping me put together this traffic analysis system. I got two videos on it. You can go back and look at those, how it works. It basically uses Google data. So I'm going to show you some trends here to kind of show you where I do see a blip of worsening traffic that corresponds with what a lot of constituents are telling me. So the all these charts here are starting at the Johns Island Library and Maybank Highway and ending at the middle of the Stono River Bridge just before James Island. And it goes from midnight, all the way to like 10 p.m. on the bottom scale there. The x-axis and the y-axis is time. Okay, and so just to kind of show you trends, Andrew went all the way back to August, and we're going from August to 2024, and each chart goes an extra month or a couple months till we get to March and April. But I just wanted to show you around, it takes about 7 minutes with no traffic, and right around 6 a.m. is when traffic starts getting really bad. Rush hour traffic starts 6 a.m. pretty early, and it peaks around just before 8 a.m. And that's pretty consistent on every month. And just for reference here, the dark blue line is so like this is August and September. August is the light blue line, and September is the dark blue line. So in all these charts, the 2 month comparison, the dark blue line is the most recent month in the chart. And I want to show you after 9 a.m. when the rush hour traffic ends, and now it's just kind of throughout the day traffic. You can see that most of these don't reach above 10 minutes to get that distance from the Johns Island Library to the Stono River Bridge after 9 a.m. All the lines usually stay below the 10-minute mark, as you can see there. I'll show you some exceptions in a second. So that's kind of the reference. And then, of course, in the evening, we're not showing coming back from James Island to Johns Island. This is just going eastbound to James Island. Okay, so that was August and September of 2024, and then October, November, similar thing. Same spike around 6 a.m., ends around 9 a.m. And you can see in October, that line did get just to about the 10-minute mark to get that distance until it kind of started going up around 1 p.m. But November is below the 10-minute mark, and then go in December, January, it's all below 10-minute mark. And I'm talking again between 9 a.m. and about 3 p.m. It stays below that 10-minute mark. Moving forward over to February and March. Okay, you see February light blue line is below the 10-minute mark between 9 a.m. and about 2 p.m. Then it starts climbing a little bit, but that's in February. In March, the dark blue line, you can see it goes up to the 10-minute mark at about 10 a.m. and stays there and then starts going up about 2 p.m. So that's an indication that traffic was starting to get worse going eastbound at 10 a.m. And then that trend continues and actually worsens in March and April. So you can see here, March is the light blue line, and that was at the 10-minute mark. And then April, we had a spike here. So, and these times, by the way, are not including weekends. These are just weekday travel. So the same, rush hour spike from 6 a.m. to ending at 9 a.m. And then in April, for some reason, it goes up to about 12 minutes and then comes back down. Goes up to about 12 minutes between, let's say it's about 10 or 11 a.m. and then comes back down. So we're just talking, a 2 minute slower time to travel from the library to the Stono River Bridge. but that's a significant amount of time, and it's on average, some days are going to be worse than other days. So that shows an average of an increasing slow travel time in that distance right there. So this is my generated data and Andrew Turk's system. This is internal to me and him. This is not city data, but I have shared this with the city traffic and transportation department to take a look at it. They've assured me that the light timing that was experimented on about a couple months ago, because there is a third party that's gaining data to eventually modify our light timing sometime by the end of this year. But they've assured me that any light adjustments at the Fenwick Hall LE light uh, or the Maybank and River light have not been modified from several months ago. They've been reset back to where they were. So not sure what's causing this yet. It may be the light. Maybe there's an error there somewhere. So just letting you know they're looking into it. And when I find something out, I will let you know. Thanks very much.